That coin? I knew it would crash. Told you that stock was risky. Sound familiar? Or maybe you've said it yourself. If you've ever felt like you predicted something only after it happened, you've probably fallen into a common psychological trap called hindsight bias. Today, we're breaking down this sneaky mind trick that makes you believe you knew it all along. Stick around, and if this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hindsight bias is the tendency to believe, once something happens, that the outcome was more predictable than it really was. I knew that would happen. Sound familiar? Psychologist Baruch Fishoff demonstrated this bias in a 1975 study. He showed that people tend to overestimate their ability to predict outcomes after the fact. It's also known as the knew it all along effect. Once you know the result, it suddenly feels obvious, even if it wasn't at the time. Now, this kind of bias is especially dangerous when it comes to investing and financial decisions. Let me give you a few examples you'll probably recognize. First, the crypto crash. Remember what happened with the Luna coin? After it collapsed, suddenly everyone had an opinion. People said, obviously it was a scam, or I never trusted that coin. But hang on. When it was booming, when prices were going to the moon, the media called it innovative, revolutionary even. Experts praised it. Tons of investors jumped in. Here's the thing. The warning signs, they weren't all that obvious before the crash. But afterward, they feel crystal clear. That's hindsight bias at work. Next, stock market meltdowns. Whenever a big company's stock suddenly crashes, what do people say? Oh, their financials were terrible. Or, you could tell the CEO was incompetent. Really? Because that info was public. And still, lots of people bought the stock anyway. Why? Because at the time, it wasn't so clear. It's only after the fall that everything seems predictable. And it's not just about money. Hindsight bias shows up in everyday life too. Ever heard someone say, I knew that person was shady? Or, that company felt wrong from the start? Or even, that policy was doomed to fail? Once we know how something ends, whether it's a breakup, a job we regret, or a failed decision, it becomes almost impossible to remember how uncertain it felt in the beginning. It's like our brain rewrites the story, and suddenly we were psychic all along. So, how do you fight hindsight bias? Try to go back and reconstruct what you actually knew at the time. What were the facts, the doubts, the risks? And the next time you think, I knew that would happen, ask yourself, did I really? Chances are your brain is rewriting history, and it's giving you a false sense of certainty. If this helped you see things more clearly, like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's get smarter about how we think.